Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
So these 8 o'clock games, a little past my bedtime. So I'm laying in bed watching the Hogs, sleepy but paying attention. And then all of a sudden, they're showing the reporters on the sideline. And in the background, you see Chuck just grooving and vibing. And it reminded me of that popular meme that's going around, or GIF right now, of John Hamm on that Friends and Neighbors show. He's got his eyes closed. He might be on some substances and just grooving. And that was Chuck last night. That was Chuck to
I
his
saw
feet.
it. Yeah. You were barely in some of the shot when they would show the broadcast team. So you were over just the shoulder of the play-by-play guy. There was a Diet Coke sitting there.
Yeah.
You had your headset on, and you were clearly about to come back from break, but you were just kind of grooving to the music that they were playing in the arena.
I was getting into rhythm.
You had your papers. You had your papers like you do, you know, and just kind of tapping them on the desk.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling, dude.
Front row at George's, there was Chuck just bobbing and vibing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, you know, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
Ben. Yeah, that would be true.
I do.
Then people realize.
We need to find that clip.
Yeah.
We need to find that clip and get it posted.
We got to go find. That's a good. Yes, we need to get that Chuck meme going. Absolutely, pull that off television, Edward. It was definitely in the second half. Chuck, you could tell he felt the game was in hand. It was
spirit.
People were wondering a little bit whether Arkansas would hold on. Chuck was at ease and grooving.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
No, I'll tell you exactly who they are to me. They are Clemson from a couple of generations ago. That's how I think about Arkansas. Massive, massive, untapped potential. Independent of the conference they're in. Massive, untapped potential. If it harnesses itself properly, you can overcome any of the hurdles. Like, there are a bunch of roadblocks at Arkansas that people think are stop signs, but they aren't really stop signs. You just got to harness it properly. People don't think it's possible until it's possible. So you got to get the right guy that makes people believe it's possible.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, Bart's already declared he has topics for today.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I was drawing a blank driving in today. And so Bart, as soon as he said, I got topics. Oh, well, Bart, it's all you today, pal. Good morning, Bart.
I'm here to serve.
Edward?
Hey, good morning, Bart. Heard you're fasting.
Are you fasting
You got
today?
some labs or something?
I got labs today.
Black coffee?
It's almost
Water.
it's time for the no coffee.
No
allowed.
coffee?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just natural
You need
energy.
to find a
huh?
new lab, man.
No
Yeah,
coffee.
when they start
Well,
saying
it's
no
the
coffee,
annual-
I'm not sure that's a test I'd
the
be
birthday's
taking.
approaching. It's the annual wellness checkup.
Are you getting the executive physical?
The birthday's
The
approaching.
executive physical.
Are you going to
Is-
MD Anderson?
Is that what prompted the Aura ring? The
No,
approaching
that was
birthday,
just-
the new
no.
commitment to health?
No, that was just something I wanted.
I got you.
I did go walking yesterday, though.
Wow, how was that?
Yeah, that was a time.
I can tell you're up this morning. I mean, I can tell you're feeling good. This
Obviously,
Yes.
surprisingly,
there's a
is.
psychological
I'm spry.
hurdle there that he's evidently cleared.
Did you hear? He's speaking before the
I know.
Open's done
Yes.
playing,
Yeah,
and
well.
normally it's sort of like
Many
Bart-
times Bart's not even said a word by now. Let's be
That's
honest.
right.
Off the air, on the air.
he's handed you things.
I've had a very productive last 24 hours.
I said thank you, and Bart was. I mean, you're welcome. Happy to be here. I've got topics, and so
Here
here
to
we
help,
are.
guys. I'm here to help.
This is really.
I know what Tuesdays can be like sometimes. You know, they can be a drag. You get through Monday, and
Well, take it away.
There's a whole other day.
you know.
Hey, you make it through Monday, and you're like, crap. There's Tuesday.
Did you watch the whole football game? Did you watch the whole football game last night?
I watched as much of it as I could tolerate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steelers got beat.
I enjoyed watching the Steelers get beat.
What does that mean? You watched as much?
Well,
as you could tolerate?
I mean, until it just got out of hand.
It got out of hand at the end.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have your sleep too. I mean, if
Right.
you're going to be this chipper, you got to have your sleep.
I slept well.
So,
Yeah,
what
I
are
didn't
your thoughts
watch the
today?
second half either.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Well, I want to tell you guys about an experience I had over the weekend.
Oh,
There was just too much going on yesterday to bring it up.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah.
You waited all through Monday.
Well, there was a lot going on yesterday. You know, coming back from the weekend, there was allegedly a basketball game we had to talk about. There was some football stuff to talk about.
so we didn't
I've
get
got some
around
more
to
football. Yeah, I got some more football stuff to talk about today. But yeah, I wanted to talk about something that happened over the weekend.
What happened?
So I think it was Saturday. I went to go get something for lunch, right? And I went to a local establishment that has a drive-through, right? I wanted a cheeseburger, right?
Is it a fast food place or they
Yeah.
just have a to-go lane?
No, I mean it's a drive-through.
It's a drive-through,
Yeah.
and you went to get a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's right.
All right.
And I pull into the drive-through. I order my food. They ask for a name for the order, and I gave them my name.
Bart.
They called you Mark.
No. The guy said, "How's your pops Homer doing?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, I haven't heard that one before." And so I was like, "Well, that we're off to a rip-roaring start here." At this
Did you say
particular-
clever or something like that?
Yeah, I said that's funny. And get to the window, and the total was like $14.94 or something like that, almost $15, not quite 15.
What all did you have in this order?
It was a burger and fries.
That was it?
That was it. Yeah.
Good burger.
And
$14.
And so I hand the guy a 20, right? A $20 bill. And he takes the $20 bill and is fixing change or like, you know, putting it in the cash register, whatever. And he turns to me and is like, do you want your change or would you like to leave it as a tip?
Yeah.
And your response was?
$5 and something at
What'd
the
you say?
drive-through, right?
What'd you say?
I said, no, I want my change.
Did you say it like that?
I said,
I think you probably did, Chuck.
I was like, I'd like my change. Yes, please. And so the guy hands me back his change, or hands me back my change, and then sticks a tip jar out the window. And I'm like, what is?
He wanted his tip.
What is going on here? I'm at the drive-through.
He was strong arming you.
Like this is inappropriate. This is
inappropriate.
This is too far. This is way too far. And so that's like what is happened to tipping culture, and have we reached a breaking point? Because I feel like we have. And I feel like people need to stand up and be like, no, like, I don't know, pay your employees. Like, I'm not tipping the drive-through window. Sorry. That's not ever happening. Ever.
What if they're like provide great service?
It's the drive-through window.
Do you ever, like, out of the goodness of your heart say, hey, put this in your tip jar? You ever do that? It's an amazing feeling, Bart. You should try it. Couple of bucks.
The holidays were really hard on Bart.
Everybody's asking for a tip now.
Bah humbug.
You're running around up until Christmas.
somebody give to
oh,
me.
Keep the change. Here's a couple of bucks. Here.
No, it's the new year. Get out of here.
January 1st.
Tighten the strings.
And Bart's got an Oura ring, and he's getting his labs drawn and giving my change back.
Well, he's in fasting mode right now.
What if he asked if
he's
you
not
wanted
in
to
a
round
tipping
up for the
mood.
kids?
I might have said yes.
So it's all about the presentation, basically, is what it boils down to.
Oh, the guy wanted $5. Wanted to keep my $5 at the drive-through window. What are we doing?
Well, Bart, it's this. It's this world we're living in.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's
well,
horrible.
I mean, here's the other way of looking at it, and I thought about this yesterday. If these people go away, there's no drive-through for you to roll
I
through.
understand.
And
I
these
understand.
restaurant owners will tell you that it's really hard to hang on to these people that are working at their restaurants. And, you know, I don't know if you've realized, but, you know, there are a lot of restaurants around where it's hard to get good service, good employees.
It is, and I will absolutely tip for service.
It's because would you want that job? You know, and I know this isn't what you're talking about, but I was thinking yesterday, I'm grateful for these people that are doing this.
Well, of course.
But not grateful enough to give them $5.
I'm not tipping the drive-through. I'm not tipping the drive-through.
That's just fiscally irresponsible, Chuck. You can't buy a 14-something burger and spend $5 on a tip. You're in for $20.
That's like a $20 meal.
I'm not tipping the drive-through. I'm just not doing it. I'm standing my ground there. I will tip on a lot of things.
What about to-go orders?
Do you tip at Sonic? Do you tip at Sonic?
No, I go through the drive-thru.
Oh my God!
I
go through the drive-thru.
No, I go through the drive-thru.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to tip.
So you don't have to tip.
Well, what is the difference between somebody like handing it off? Handing it off down the line, out the window, or walking it out to the car. You're like, the effort of you walking it out to my car, those few feet, instead of handing it out to me out the window, is different.
It's
toxic.
Look, when you go to McDonald's or whatever and you do a pickup order, they don't ask you for a tip. They just come out and hand you your food and you're on your way.
We're not that far away from that.
Like that. That's
coming.
I hear what you're saying. No one likes to be like accosted for a tip.
Right.
I agree with that. Right. But I do think that, you know, if they provide good service, you should tip them.
At the drive-thru window?
If it's really good, yes. I don't think it's out of hand.
Man, this is not how I expected to have my first cup of coffee this morning. I didn't know this. This is kind of in the this is deep conversation.
But this is everybody. Everybody deals with this.
So it's relatable.
Right.
All right.
So let's just bring it to the table right out of the chute.
Everybody deals with this.
Tipping. When is it too much?
Is it toxic? Tipping culture. Is it toxic? Today on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Is tipping culture toxic?
Somebody, Ben in Little Rock, texted it in and says, "Wouldn't it be great if the nurse holds out a tip jar when she does Bart's lab work today?"
That would be awesome.
Beforehand. Yeah,
I'd leave.
Well, you know,
I don't know if it was beforehand. I'd be tipping.
It sounds like to me, you were put in a very uncomfortable position that made you answer a question you didn't feel like you should have to answer.
Well, yeah,
and you were just trying to get lunch.
Right.
All you wanted was a burger.
And I've had that happen a few times. If
I wanted to tip somebody, I would have gone to a sit-down restaurant and sat down and had a cheeseburger there. I didn't want that.
Well, I'm going to take it beyond tipping. I'm going to just say, like, sometimes people will ask you a question, and you really don't even know what to say because you can't believe they're really doing this right now. That they're really asking you that question. You know,
do you want your change? Yes, I would like my change.
You know, like if you walk in and you meet some friends, you know, it's dinner, and all of a sudden they're all on the quarter zip you're wearing. Or they're all on the whatever, and you just wanted to sit down and join your friends.
Right.
You don't want to answer 5 questions immediately about, like, where did you get that hoodie? Oh, my gosh. Blah, 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 blah. It's just like, how many questions are you going to ask me? Like, can I like ease in here for a second?
Can I just sit down?
So it is a little, you know, by the way, Bart's lost in his own thoughts. He's having a conversation with himself. He's in the drive-thru, and now he's being hammered. Being hammered with questions, and he didn't like it. Then the guy puts the jar out.
I understand.
You should have just looked at him and said, I'm in no mood for this.
It's not today, man.
This isn't happening.
You know what you do? You know, the next time that happens, you just look at him and you tell him a really sad story. Man, I would.
But
last night, my house burned to the ground.
See if you
I'm
get
here. This is the last $20 I have, and I really shouldn't even be here right now. But I was going to eat this big, fat, greasy burger you guys made me and just feel better about my life for 5 minutes. And you're kind of screwing that up. And then just look at them. You just got to, turn the tables on them. All right, we'll start the show next. Thanks, Bart.
Those were good thoughts, by the way.
Edward's falling asleep. Yeah. He's just totally checked out of the conversation. Look at him.
I thought it was a good topic.
I'm listening.
Oh, I know, but you've checked out. But I didn't.
It was
really,
a good topic.
It was.
I'm an engaged listener.
It was a good topic.
You're leaned back. Oh, 6:14. Good morning.
I'm amazed at the number of people who think they're smart.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool and a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is proudly driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. We've been talking about them for a number of years. The truth is, they've been Northwest Arkansas's premier vehicle dealership for really as long as I can remember. There are lots of reasons for that. Starts with great brands: Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota. And then they've got the largest pre-owned selection that you're going to find anywhere. Trusted names. And they're all right here at the Fayetteville Auto Park. But what really separates them is what happens after the sale. You want to know your vehicle can be serviced by people you trust, right where you bought it. And that's exactly what you get at Fayetteville Auto Park. An award-winning service department and an award-winning collision center, all under one roof. It really is your one-stop automobile headquarters. They've been in business for 25 years. That's a long time. Built on trust, relationships, top-tier service. That's how you stay around as long as they have. The Fayetteville Auto Park. Drive with confidence.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yuengling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I think I have 1,100 subscriptions. I'm pretty sure. It is so ridiculous.
That guy subscribed to Hulu twice.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, it's interesting. Bart was asking about or talking about him being asked for a tip at a drive-through. at a burger joint. And, hey, you want me to give you this change back or can I keep it? It's over $5 on a 14-something, order. And Bart said, astonished, no, I want my money back. And so then once Bart had gotten his money back, the guy came back again with a jar out the window.
He did not accept the first no.
And held it. And, I'm glad you brought that up because there's an article at Whole Hog Sports today about NIL and the Link U that launched at the end of 2025. And is Arkansas's kind of third run on NIL. Now the school has more control of raising NIL funds, where before you had to have a third party doing it, which was it was just sort of silly. We knew that to begin with, but they've changed it. So now fans can make one-time donations to sign up for a monthly membership at different price tiers, receiving perks in exchange for contributing money to the NIL fund. Remy Cofield and the Link U Chief Executive Officer Austin Elrod said there is more to come from the fan membership program, particularly in perks offered, like eventually, Arkansas will launch athlete profile pages. It's the Link U site, where fans can purchase an autographed item, a video shout-out, a social media post, or an appearance from a specific athlete. Now, that service wasn't offered before. Well, I'm just going to say this about that particular part right there. What bothers me about that is if you're paying athletes for their autograph now, like if you can go online and you can get an autographed picture of Darius Acuff, if you run your 8-year-old down there after the game and you run into Acuff, eventually these kids are going to be like, yeah, you got to go on the website and get that, and buy that. I don't love that. I think we are there's more to this article, but I'm just going to pause here. I think we're in a desert wasteland right now of trying to figure out how to do business, because we've told all the players that they deserve all this money, and now that once that's happened, the players, and I'm not trying to vilify any of the players, but the players and the agents and the families, it's all about how much money can you make when you're in college? Because, by the way, you might not be good enough, in many cases, to play at the next level. And just like Bart, and we know this, had a jar in front of his face in the drive-through line, we're all walking around with a jar in front of our face. And while fans do always pay the freight, and they always have, I don't care what league, I don't care what it is, professional, college, we've always paid it, whether it's eyeballs on television, buying the stuff that's on the commercials. If the advertising didn't work, we wouldn't be doing it, or they wouldn't be selling it, or the advertisers wouldn't be buying it, or whether it's, buying tickets or merchandise. We've always been doing it. But there's a way to do it that doesn't make you feel like a guy's got a jar in front of your face. And while we're figuring it out is the desert wasteland I'm talking about. We're watching the entire college athletic landscape figure it out right in front of us. And it's not very pretty at times. Meanwhile, college athletics is not broken. It's still entertaining. We still love watching it. You have multi-million-dollar coaches, however, who are going, I can't take this anymore. I'm out. Jay Wright, Villanova, one example. Chris Kleiman, the Kansas State head coach, recently said something. I saw it on a post this morning about how he was at his wit's end and he just couldn't take it anymore because it's all being figured out right in front of you. And if you're a coach, you're not even sure what to do, and you got to just pick a lane and try that. And if you're an athletic department, you don't necessarily know what to do, so you're picking a lane and trying that. Now, here's the good news. If you're a Razorback fan looking to travel, Link U is creating a travel agency for Razorback fans. It's going to not only include travel packages to games, but also, Chuck, packages to go on vacations. We want to drive as much traffic to this site as possible because at this point, at the point of every booking, there's money that's going to come back to help Arkansas student athletes. If I hear the word student athlete again, I might stab my eye with this pen I'm holding. We're helping the student athletes. That sounds like it sounds like the cover of National Geographic. That's not what we're
study for an exam. What are we doing?
Anyhow, I just don't like
a little more than helping.
I don't like
the money that they're getting is a little bit more than just help.
I don't like the student athlete moniker here. I don't think that's appropriate. Anyhow, and then as part of that, the athletes are going to promote and be spokespeople for the site. So we're going to have apparently a travel I know people do, but I mean, really, are travel agencies what they once were? Again, I'm not trying to be overly critical here. I'll go back to my initial statement. Okay, I'll leave it right here. We're watching a business figure out their business right in front of us. And a lot of times it feels like they're walking around with a jar and it's like, here. And we keep saying it's become so transactional. And my question is, are we just going to continue to be transactional? Because a transactional life, in my opinion, is not a great life. A relational life is a way better life. Yeah, you want to have a relationship with your mechanic. You want to have a relationship with your dentist. You want to have a relationship with your roofer, whomever it is, your insurance person, your doctor. You want to be able to call them. You don't want to go into your doctor and look at him. He doesn't know who you are or she doesn't know who you are and vice versa. And you're like, here's $50, fix me. You know what I mean? You want to feel like they care about you. You want to feel like they know you. You want to go the same way by the people that we talk about that advertise on this show. We talk about this all the time. That's why we love them. Because they're people we do business with. And it don't make us feel like we walk in and like, cool, man. Hope you enjoy that vehicle, but if you don't ever call me again. It's a transaction. All right, we'll just leave it there. 627. Here's a tip jar. Good morning.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hog, Gutters.com.
Chuck has thoughts. I want to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
What's going on in this new world? I mean, it just seems like a completely different animal right now.
It is. I'm going to tell you, I've got a weird philosophy on this portal. Think about this. Arkansas does not get the 5 stars out of high school. They don't get a lot of out-of-state 4 stars. How can they get those kids? let them 4- and 5-star kids go to the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Notre Dames, the Texas for a year or two, and then leave there. And that's when you get them. And they're still got 2 to 3 years left to play. I think the portal is the best thing that could happen to Arkansas if they use it wisely. They've got to use it wisely, though. I mean, but I think they can get talent they wouldn't get if there was no portal. I mean, no, transfer portal and stuff. I think if they use their head and get the kids that were great players in high school, and when these kids all want to go to those big-time schools, but when they get there, they look and they see 3 or 4 5-stars ahead of them. You know what I mean?
Is it just pretty much strictly a negotiation? Like, A, how you're going to fit in here, and then B, how much we can pay you, and then they just keep shopping around?
Let me tell you a crazy story. Malcolm Simmons, a wide receiver from Auburn, who's a very good football player, guess who he brought with him? He didn't bring his dad, didn't bring his mom, didn't bring his sister, didn't bring his brother. I don't know if he had a sister, brother, but he brought his reps. He brought his agent's dad with him. So, that tells you something about the negotiating process. Yeah. He brought his agent's dad with him. Of all people, I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in my life. I mean, obviously, we're talking the last 3 or 4 years, but I mean, I've been around this portal stuff since it's been open, and I've never seen an agent's dad come with the kid. And Arkansas still in it for Simmons, so apparently they liked what they heard. They're 1, 3 or 4 schools still in the mix for him.
Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Get up. You got to get up. You got to go. You're going to feel worse if you don't. Feel better now.
I don't know about
Hate
that.
it later.
You might feel better staying in bed.
You will. You will.
That's an embellishment. You might feel better staying in bed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm ready to start now. I'm going to tell you, I needed a 30-minute warm-up. I'm glad Bart had thoughts, and I'm glad you did too, because I was just kind of here in a daze.
I got to tell you, like when I worked my way out of bed this morning, I was thinking about coasting into the, 7 o'clock hour and have some coffee. And, I slept, I think, really hard and really well, and I needed it last night. And so when I woke up today, I knew it was going to take a while to get the engine going. And then Bart started the show like that.
I know.
Gosh dang, that's deep. I mean, I'm way deeper into my brain right now than
We're talking money. We're talking money
Yeah.
right out of the gate.
Relational versus transactional.
Yeah, using big words, the whole deal. But
a plethora of them.
I was just, I was like, wow.
Holy smoke.
I got
you
back,
guys go,
I got your
man.
back.
Go.
We always say this. Never missed the first segment. Never missed the first hour of the Chuck and Bo show. Even we don't know what's going to happen.
That's right. That's true.
I mean, that is the honest to God truth.
It is very true. I did not expect when I walked in by 6:30 we'd be, hey, let's dive into this NIL link thing.
I didn't know what Bart had on his mind this morning, but I knew he was in a mood that
had something to say.
A little chipper.
I've got more things to say
chipper than
as
normal.
The show goes on.
Yeah. Well.
He's got a lot of thoughts today, and you people are going to listen to every one of them.
Ooh, JR's in Shady Grove. Let's take a call. How about that? JR, come on in here. 635. Good morning.
Money, money, money. It rules it all right now, doesn't it?
Oh,
man,
that's crazy.
Lying.
Well, it's just never been more obvious, I guess. I mean, it's always been true, but
people are just more upfront about it now. They're just
obvious.
blatant. They don't even try to hide it.
I mean, it's just like everybody's dealing with this. Edward said it a minute ago. Every single human on earth is just trying to make a buck.
It would be interesting to see what they could do, the state could do with a one-set sales tax that could be divided up among the universities per capita.
Try getting that approved.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
Who's voting for that?
Yeah.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you, but I just don't know.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. A penny sales tax is minimal for most
or all
people.
these when you go on vacation, all these, if you go to a resort or if you go to Nashville, you're paying a tax for the city. I mean, for the stadium.
Well,
the next venue they want to build.
Arkansas doesn't have any professional sports on that level. I mean, why would people not do that? Is it out of the question that you would be willing to pay a 1 cent sales tax to fund, your D1 or whatever you want to classify it as per capita enrollment for NIL, underwriting or however you want to word that? I don't think that's an outlandish idea. I mean, people pay for other stuff too. I mean. I don't
in
think
pro
that's
sports towns, they hold them hostage and make them approve taxes to keep their teams.
Like that new stadium Edwards team's building.
Yeah.
Well, at this point of the game, this stage of the game, what's off limits? That's where we're at.
And where does it end? Unfortunately, that's the question. Where does it end? Yeah. It's like, again, we didn't have a good plan, and so we opened the door, and it turned out to be a really, 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 really big door, and it's never closing. And it's like, we're flooded, and the open door has rushing water coming through it. Like it's not going away. It's not going to end. And we keep talking about like somebody being in charge, and that's not happening either. Having said all that, those are easy, low-hanging fruit type things to say. Like, the college game's fine. The college game's fine.
The television presentation is fine. It is entertaining. The mass consumer still obviously consumes college football, but the setup is really screwy right now. And it is a cash grab, not just by the players, by the administrators, by everybody involved in college athletics. It's a cash grab right now. And if I was involved in it like that, I'd be grabbing now too, because this is the time to do it if you're going to do it.
You should actually take a tip jar to like Cal Live and the Catfish Hole.
Next time we do a show on
and
location, we're taking a tip jar.
Seriously, why don't you have a bucket up there?
No, I mean, we all ought to do that. like I'm playing music down in the corner.
And, you could say like, listen, I'm going to do a little thing 15 minutes before we start.
I know why fans feel bad. Look, if you're a fan of any team, you wake up with the knowledge every day that the team I love, the team I've given my heart to my whole life, they're waking up today trying to figure out any possible way they can milk me out of another dollar. It's the truth. It's the truth.
They're just trying to win.
They're just, but for fans, that is how they approach it. It's easy to say you're just trying to win when you're not the one paying for it. It's easy to say we're just trying to win games. We're just trying to win games. And the guy out there says, I'm just trying to pay my electric bill. I'm just trying to send my kid to college. I'm trying to pay my mortgage payment.
I'm trying to pay.
The world's gone mad.
I'm trying to pay for all these kid things, Like, by the way,
you got travel cheerleading to pay for.
Well, yeah, and there's so many more people out there that have more kids doing that than I do right now. Like, they have multiple kids, and they're making decisions on, they gotta participate in this volleyball thing here, or basketball thing there, or baseball camp, or whatever. And it's like, where do you draw the line on your budget? And you just want to watch your team play. You just want to have that. Sports is that outlet, like, you enjoy being a part of and watching. And now we've been overcome by the business of it all. And again, they're all figuring it out right in front of us. And there's no, I hate to use the word government, but there's no governing body to make decisions that are objective and rational. And so what we have is, I guess we call it an open market that's unregulated. I mean, let's just be real honest here, okay? There really aren't any rules when it comes to college athletics anymore.
Other than how the game is played on the field. No.
And that's a recipe for what?
Disaster.
Yeah. And it's happening, right? Right in front of us. And well, I just look at, I guess what I'm looking at is the figuring it out part. And it's like, so we're presented something, okay? If you're presented something, you can go, oh, yeah, I want to be a part of that. But we're presented something now, and it's like, yeah, you don't have that figured out, man. Like, come back to me when if you want me to invest in that, come back to me when you've kind of got it figured out a little bit, and yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll be a part of that. But I don't want to pay for you figuring it out. That's not. If I was doing that, I'd start my own business.
One thing too, and lost in all of this drive to make more money. These schools and these teams and administrators have to understand that when you ask for that kind of money, don't complain when the heat gets really hot. Don't complain when somebody gets on you and you don't think it's fair. Don't complain because, these people are paying exorbitant prices for all this stuff, and the cost of being a fan's never been higher. You're asking for money and they're paying it. But don't act like when the heat comes that it's undeserved or that somehow you're being picked on.
Fans have every right to be mad as hell.
And the flip side to all this is now that when you don't win, the criticism is going to be even more unfair and more heated than it ever was before, and you don't have a leg to stand on in terms of saying that they shouldn't be doing that. Well, you're lucky they're not doing a lot more because you're bleeding them dry.
Well, you want to know what you're getting when you're spending your money, and that's part of the issue here. And what's it going to look like in 5 years? I have no idea, but they're figuring it out right in front of us. If you're getting a roof, you don't want them figuring that out on the job. That's why you get licensed crews, certified crews, and the assurance they're using the highest quality materials and references that they've done a great job before. Teamworkbuilt.com is the website for Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They're going to come in on time, on budget. They're going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to communicate with you throughout the entire process. If you're looking for a roof quote today, it doesn't matter what kind of roof it is. They've got certified crews for every job. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. You never know what's going to happen on the Chuck and Bo Show. We've got calls. We'll get to them next. Morning, Edward. Hey, buddy.
Good morning.
Hey, you with us?
Yeah.
You rolling?
I'm
you good?
Fine. Yeah.
All right.
Sleepy.
Get a cup of coffee. Let's roll. We're full service here. We're like the concierge of sports talk radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yuengling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea, and when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, now more than ever, it's important to partner with a well-trained real estate professional, someone who understands all the ins and outs of the game and makes sense of all the things we read about in the real estate market every day. That's why I've partnered with Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, from the very beginning. And that's why I recommend them to you. I remember the first time I bought a home. I didn't have any idea what was going on. They did, fortunately, and they guided me through the process. They listened, and perhaps that's the most important thing. You want someone on your side of the table who understands your needs and who listens. Now, they've got offices in Northwest Arkansas. They're in Fayetteville and Bentonville. They're in the River Valley as well, in Fort Smith. You hear us talking about their office in Branson. You're going to see their yellow signs all over town, and you can log on to WeicherGriffin.com. Weicher Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
When it comes to any kind of construction, you need to know and be able to depend on who you're dealing with. When it comes to your roof or a remodel, Teamwork Roofing and Construction builds everything using only the best materials, including Malarkey shingles that perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Your roof is more than just shingles. It protects your home, your business, and everything inside, residential or commercial, simple or complex. Teamwork Teamwork Roofing and Construction has the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget, treating every job like it's their own. They do what they say, show up when they say they will, and when the job's done, it's like they were never there, except for a brand new roof or a remodel. And they now do cabinetry. Get the customer care and reliability you can count on. Visit teamworkbuilt.com. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, The Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Let's go to South Arkansas and talk to David at 6:49 on a Tuesday morning. David, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, before I go any further, I'll say that I'm a Razorback fan. I always have been, and I know that the NIL and the money and all that stuff is what it's going to take to win. But think about this. I'm a parent that sends a kid already to the university, right? So I'm paying a lot of money for tuition, room and board, all the stuff these athletes get for free. So as a parent, you got an athlete up there eating in their own private cafeteria. Everything's free. They hardly ever in class. My kid's up there busting their chops, working a job. I'm trying to pay for school, and the university wants me to pay money for that free athlete. Now, there's people that do it, there's people that can't do it, but we've got to put that into perspective, and they've got to have something. Somehow, somebody's got to go in there and say, this is enough. Cap it, do whatever they've got to do, but you can't just keep asking people for more and more and more money. 2 years ago, $10 million was enough. The year before that, $7 or $8 million was enough. Now it's $15, $20 million is not enough. It's happening too quick, and these kids are already up there for free. It's too much. So that's all I needed to say.
And you summed it up for a lot of folks. Thank you for your call, David. He did.
The issue from a competitive standpoint is we're swimming in the pool. It's not just your pool. It's a very large pool. So we could all say, you know what, here at the University of Arkansas, let's not do this. And then what?
Oh, you're right about that.
It's because you've got all these people out there like Texas Tech and a billionaire that are like, hey, let's go. And by the way, I'm not suggesting that any one person's doing it the wrong way. Texas Tech might be doing it in a way that makes a lot of sense. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get more money. The problem is we're all trying to figure out how to get more money, to just pay for our vacation this year, if we get a vacation. And at the same time, you're looking at the team that you want to root for, and you're going, man, wow, I guess the only way they can be good is if I don't go on vacation this year. Well, that doesn't really work for me because it's supposed to be entertainment for me.
and unfortunately, you hear a guy like David, and you understand that because of how that predisposition that he just talked about, every decision they make is going to be wrong. Every coaching decision is going to be wrong. Every player is going to be overpaid. Every time they lose a game, it's going to be because they're spoiled. That's how people feel, and it's hard not to, quite honestly. So people like David, I'm sure they feel forgotten, and they've been forgotten, and that's shameful. This guy has done a whole lot more to support the University of Arkansas than just coming to ball games. And I'm sure there's enormous resentment there, and I'd feel the same way too. And but I also understand that this is the monster we've created. And if you want to win, it requires a whole lot of money right now. And unfortunately for us, in our state, the number of people who are capable of giving that kind of money is a much smaller number than it is in a lot of states. And that's just kind of where we are right now.
Big Doug in Fort Smith. What's going on, Big Doug?
Hey, guys. How are y'all?
Doing well, thank you. Doing great.
Just got a couple questions. Do these kids have agents? Are they paying an agent?
Yes, a lot of them do.
Money?
Most of them do.
A lot of them are overpaying.
Well, are they helping them with taxes and all that stuff? Are they paying taxes?
In some cases, in others, it's a bleep show.
I mean, they're on their own there, just like everybody else is.
Okay.
I mean, they're getting some help. I'm sure they are getting some help, but at the end of the day,
the agents help them with that.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, some of them.
I'm sure they do.
The bad ones maybe don't.
After they get paid, I'm sure they do.
About it.
No, I mean people bring up the tax aspect of it, and
there's no state income tax on that now on NIL payments for student athletes.
But they're still paying federal money, and the bulk of your taxes go to the federal government. So I mean, they're still getting they're getting taxed, and theoretically they're being helped. And I guess it's just like everybody else, though. At the end of the day, you've either got to pay it or you don't.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. I just never hear anybody say anything about that. I was just wondering how that was.
Yeah, no, they're earning, if you want to say that, a lot of money, and they got to figure out what to do with it, how to manage it, and all that. The stats that have come out of the NFL forever is within 3 years or something like that. After leaving the NFL, not many years ago, there was 80-something% of them were bankrupt. I mean, when you get like life-changing money, and do you know what to do with it, how to handle it?
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
This fall, don't just pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of a Paschal membership and get year-round benefits for your home. For as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included. Plus, members get exclusive discounts on air, plumbing, and electric services. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your home, budget, and peace of mind with Paschal. Visit GoPaschal.com to learn more and join today. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mengarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
For Chuck Barrett, I'm Bo Madden.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hey, kids.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
So these 8 o'clock games, a little past my bedtime. So I'm laying in bed watching the Hogs, sleepy but paying attention. And then all of a sudden, they're showing the reporters on the sideline. And in the background, you see Chuck just grooving and vibing. And it reminded me of that popular meme that's going around, or GIF right now, of John Hamm on that Friends and Neighbors show. He's got his eyes closed. He might be on some substances and just grooving. And that was Chuck last night. That was Chuck to his
saw
feet.
it. Yeah. You were barely in some of the shot when they would show the broadcast team. So you were over just the shoulder of the play-by-play guy. There was a Diet Coke sitting there.
Yeah.
You had your headset on, and you were clearly about to come back from break, but you were just kind of grooving to the music that they were playing in the arena.
I was getting into rhythm.
You had your papers. You had your papers like you do, you know, and just kind of tapping them on the desk.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling, dude.
Front row at George's, there was Chuck just bobbing and vibing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, you know, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
Ben. Yeah, that would be true.
I do.
Then people realize.
We need to find that clip.
Yeah.
We need to find that clip and get it posted.
We got to go find. That's a good. Yes, we need to get that Chuck meme going. Absolutely, pull that off television, Edward. It was definitely in the second half. Chuck, you could tell he felt the game was in hand. It was
feeling the spirit.
People were wondering a little bit whether Arkansas would hold on. Chuck was at ease and grooving.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Well, right now, Chuck, anybody can go. Like the whole world.
I know.
If you're a college football player, you're up for grabs if you want to be.
It's almost like sometimes you get online, let me see how much my car's worth. I mean, some of these players, it's like, let me see what I'm worth out there on that open market.
When you do that, you're going to start getting hammered with texts. Never do that with your health insurance or how much your vehicle.
That's what happens when you enter the transfer portal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
That was a trap game. But you know when the trap started? When we were up 17 or 16 with 7 minutes to go against Mississippi, and we acted like the game was over. So it started that game. And I told him after, look, I'm happy we won, but you're lucky. You can't do that. You can't act like the other team's going to stop. You got to keep going. So then we come to the next game, and he just says stuff. This guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. We got a chance of being too good. I will not let this slip. Your will is not stronger than my will. Now, it doesn't guarantee anything Wednesday, but it also makes me feel better going into the game that, all right, now you got to go do what you're supposed to do.
That's Cal talking actual basketball last night.
He said at one point, I was my 40-year-old self at practice today. And I think that means, they had a tough practice yesterday. And that'll happen after a game like Saturday.
7:03 here on a Tuesday, January 13th. It's going to get up into the 60s today, I think, throughout most of the state. Enjoy it because, according to our meteorologist, Bart, who does not have a degree in that field.
But that doesn't stop him from being an expert.
Or fixing anything else. He said it's about to get cold. So today, I would say do whatever you've got to do to enjoy the weather today because we don't know if we're ever going to get it again.
Well, that
is that fair?
No, I don't think that's true.
Okay,
I think it will eventually warm up.
Overstating it a little. Okay,
that's
right, we just don't know when.
It's gonna. No, there's a system that's going to bring some cold air to our region over the next couple of days. It's going to be really cold this weekend. Maybe some snow flurries. I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
I
The
don't
snow
think so.
word. Okay.
I don't think so.
Would it be bad to live today as though we were never going to have this weather again?
I don't know that that's a bad approach to life, but we're definitely going to have warmer weather again. We're not entering the ice age or anything like that.
Okay, all right. Well,
there's no meteor striking.
So
the
there's
planet.
all the information. Do what you will with it. And
It's not going to snow.
Glad you're here.
No, it's not.
It's
People were
showing
saying-
sunshine every day.
Yeah, people were
It's
saying
going to be cold
people
Saturday.
People have been
It's
saying
going to be cold.
Are you looking at Bart's forecast?
I'm looking at the actual forecast.
People have been saying that. Whatever.
Yeah, and I'm joking.
Whatever.
It's going to be sunny.
I'm looking at the one the meteorologist compiled.
Yeah. I like Bart's take on the weather, though. You know,
do too.
I've kind of quit looking
I
at
do
it myself. Bart, what's it going to be like? Well, you better enjoy today. Terry's on I-40. Terry, good morning. Chuck and Bo Show. What's happening?
Well, thank you for your for the call, for allowing my call. And I know you're probably in transitional conversation. I'm a little late to the call.
We're here to talk about the
transitioning
money.
to you, Terry.
Yes, this is a transition, not a transaction.
Okay, got you. And I know, as far when the Razorbacks doing good, I understand the whole thing about the community does good, the city does good, and all. But there's a saying I think that we've all heard is don't complain about what you permit. And the way I've kind of looked at it is, win or lose, what does that do for my life other than my mental state of mind? I allow my mental state of mind. We pay all the money, we complain about the money, and it's just to win. So how much are we willing to pay for bragging rights? Basically, that's what it kind of amounts to: pride and bragging rights of our team. So anyway, that's kind of my 2 cents worth. I don't have the answer to it, but a lot of times I think, what has it done, win or lose, really done to my family and to my life? So anyway,
that's a hard question. That's a legitimate question right there. Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, it is. It's
For your
a
call.
very logical.
No, it is.
Rational question. It's an entertainment thing, and entertainment is something that when you make a choice to be entertained, like I'm going to take this time and I'm going to be entertained, and I'm going to spend my money to be entertained, my discretionary income, whatever. And then you're not unless you pay more. You start thinking, I might do something else. Now I don't think we've reached that point in college athletics for most people. You can still turn on the TV and watch it. Now, whether you go to the game, whether you go through all that, we went through the national championship prices a minute ago, yesterday. Feels like a minute ago. $21,000 for a 50-yard line seat, and that's not third party secondary market ticket prices. Those are if you buy them from the actual event.
Oh, it's incredible.
Now you get a little, cocktail party or whatever, like going in. You can go into the VIP section, and there's some perks involved with that. You get one parking pass and a ticket, though. They get in the door price, I think, was $3,500.
Well, and what happens is when we talk about all these figures, I mean, we make it sound like, everybody in America out there is contemplating, whether or not they want to do this. Just those sheer numbers exclude 98% of America, 99% of America from ever being a part of anything like this. And I look at college sports right now, and for the average person, it's like Terry talking there, it's a television event now. That's why ESPN pays what they pay. That's why the television rights are so expensive, is because college sports more and more every day is becoming a made-for-television event, because there's about 2% of the population that can afford to go to these games now in our state. I grew up here. I know how people live. And I know that for a lot of these people, the Razorbacks, in terms of in-person attendance, has been taken away from them. And that's why they're pissed off about everything, because they can't afford to go anymore, and it's been taken from them. And those people are going to be a thorn in your side forever. But I don't pretend to know what the answer is, but I know we talk about this sometimes as though it's affordable for everybody if they just make that commitment, and it's not. For 98% of the people in our state out there, it's not affordable anymore, and that's a shame.
Yeah, it's. I'm sitting here thinking about.
This is our program. This is our program as a state, and what Terry said a minute ago, we permit some things. We want to run with the big dogs, and we want to win at the championship level, and all that's well and good. I do too. But it has to come with the understanding that for the average Arkansan, this is, the Razorbacks are watching them on TV now, period.
All that's true, and that's part of that's life. Prices go up, gas prices go up, whatever, all kinds of prices go up. If we just talk about college athletics as a whole right now, what's interesting, one of the interesting things to me is, like, the goalposts keep moving. So, for example, it used to be that you raise whatever money you can, you get all the SEC money, the NCAA money, whatever the TV rights money deals are, and you end up with your $150 million, $180 million, or if you have a bigger stadium, in Florida, Texas, Tennessee's case, Alabama, Georgia, maybe you've got a $200 million budget or whatever. And so that's what you have. And that's where you compete. And you hope to maybe do a little bit more with a little bit less, but that's where you compete, and you kind of know where you are. And then comes along a $20.5 million rev share piece, but the way that was worded was not let's raise $20.5 million more. It was worded let's share $20.5 million of the revenue that you already have.
That's exactly right.
With the players. So what we did is we're going to keep everything, and I'm talking about college athletics. I'm not talking about University of Arkansas.
Everybody.
Every
single
one
of them.
So what we did is no, what we need now is everybody needs $20.5 million more dollars, okay? So it's like, all right, everybody's budget's going to raise that much money. Okay, well then we're like, that's not enough either. What we got to do now is we got to pay a quarterback $5 million who, by the way, is probably not a first-round draft pick.
It's greed, man.
Well, obviously it's greed, but where does it start and where does it end, and who is responsible for it? But my thing is more this. What is the organization of all of this? Where does the goalposts keep moving? So if you told me, which made sense, everybody needs to share $20.5 million of what they get and give that to the players, and that's what we're doing, period, end of story, cool. We know what we're doing. But whether it's a coach or an AD or a fan, nobody really knows what we're doing, because what do we know about money? When's the last time in your life that anybody that you thought, if I get to this number, I'm good? and then somebody came along and they offered you a little bit more, and you went, nope, I'm good. So enough, when it comes to money, is never going to be enough. This will not stop. It's undefeated in the history of time. This will not stop. So there are no parameters. And so we're just going to keep adding these bolt-ons like Razorback travel. Like we can book your vacation. If you book your vacation with us, some of that money goes back to the players. Well, are you telling me if I book with you instead of Expedia or just book the hotel myself, you're getting me a better deal? How are you getting me a better deal if you need some of the money to go here? I don't know. Maybe they have a plan for that. But my point is, we're watching them figure it out right in front of us. Nobody really knows. Like at the end of the day, and I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here, nobody really knows what they're doing because they don't know what the end goal, they can create one, but it's going to have to change if you're going to keep up. Food for thought.
It's depressing.
I'm not trying
Let's
to be.
beat South Carolina, baby.
I'm not trying to be depressing. This all started with Bart being pissed off that a guy put a tip jar in his face.
It's not you. It's not Bart. It's just the world. It's depressing.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm not depressed about it. I'm frustrated about some of it.
I feel bad for our fans. That's who I feel bad for.
Yes.
I feel bad for the guy
that's
given his
them.
heart to the Razorbacks his whole life and he can't afford to go anymore. That's who I feel for. And I know the world changes, and I know prices go up, and not being able to afford to do things is just a reality of the real world. I understand all that. I mean, we all face that in our lives. There are things you would like to be able to do that you don't have the money to do. But I feel bad for the average Arkansan out there on this.
Yeah, because it's fleeting too. You know, like it's
a
game and it's over, and it's like like I was asking that
because
Indiana
the players, the coaches, the administrators, 5 years from now, everybody's gone.
Yeah.
Except the people still paying the freight. They never change.
And we pay him a buyout to get the heck out of here.
You know,
pay him a big buyout to get lost.
Well, and
you
sometimes you can't dwell on it, or you end up getting mad. Maybe that's where I am right now. Maybe I need to take a segment off.
Why don't you take your money and go to Blakeman's and get you something that'll last?
Maybe
get you something you can look at every day. You can touch it, you can feel it, you can smile at it, you can have a memory. It never goes away because it's more than jewelry. It's your story at Blakeman's. Blakeman's is the official jeweler of the Chuck and Bo Show, the Razorbacks, and I'll tell you what else. It's where Arkansas gets engaged. They help me, and they'll help you. 716, good morning.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is proudly driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. We've been talking about them for a number of years. The truth is, they've been Northwest Arkansas's premier vehicle dealership for really as long as I can remember. There are lots of reasons for that. Starts with great brands: Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota. And then they've got the largest pre-owned selection that you're going to find anywhere. Trusted names. And they're all right here at the Fayetteville Auto Park. But what really separates them is what happens after the sale. You want to know your vehicle can be serviced by people you trust, right where you bought it. And that's exactly what you get at Fayetteville Auto Park. An award-winning service department and an award-winning collision center, all under one roof. It really is your one-stop automobile headquarters. They've been in business for 25 years. That's a long time. Built on trust, relationships, top-tier service. That's how you stay around as long as they have. The Fayetteville Auto Park. Drive with confidence.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yuengling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
We keep threatening to show behind the scenes live on the stream. It's going to happen someday. We're all going to get fired for it. There's just like total chaos.
It's mayhem around here. It really is.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Where were we? Talking about hoops? Did we talk about basketball?
Yeah, we're talking about basketball. Let's get back to business, man.
If
I don't know, I was having
you're
a good
tired
time.
of tipping, if you're tired of tipping,
This all started because Bart was asked for a tip at a drive-thru, and away we went.
I got to tell you,
You're welcome.
It's
Thank you, Bart.
It's expensive out there, man. Whew.
It's ridiculous.
Bart, what else you got on your mind today?
Yeah,
So
what
we
are your other
basically
thoughts?
went.
You said you had multiple
Yeah,
thoughts.
I
you
did. Yeah.
You opened the show. By the way, nobody cares about this except for me, honestly. But so I realize that. This thing that keeps popping up on my screen, I don't know how it happens. I don't know where it comes from. Edward managed to get it off the other day out of the picture. He didn't know how to do it.
What does it say, co-pilot?
It just popped. Yes, it just popped.
Oh, it's their stupid AI.
It's the news. It's the fake news.
Get it
and
the
it's-
hell out of
it's-
here.
Well, what is it, Bart?
My husband left
It's
me
AI.
at 60 to have a baby with, and then that headline went away.
Microsoft is shoving AI down your throat.
Mattel releases.
Actually, apparently, I saw a story the other day.
Mattel releases first autistic Barbie doll. See what makes her unique, okay? What's the other headline? My husband left me at 60 to have a baby with a younger woman. Here's what it taught me. You want me to read that?
Yeah, read that one. I want to know what it taught her.
What did you learn? I don't want this in my life, and it just it pops up. Archaeologists thought they found wires buried on farm. It was actually a Viking treasure. This is the news coming at me. I'm not even trying to read it.
What are you doing, Edward?
You can't figure it out either. It pops up.
There we go. Hit the X.
I hit the X.
Attaboy.
You hit the X the other day. I hit the X. It doesn't always do it. I mean, it's weird.
I didn't hit the X.
Anyhow, we got some headlines in there. So we got a little news.
Apparently, Microsoft is like their AI is performing so poorly, and people hate it, and people just hate AI in general that they're like really struggling to meet fiscal goals because of how much they've invested in AI.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Good.
that's great.
Is
That's
anybody
great.
like pulling for AI?
No.
Like go AI?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
The machine uprising, no, I don't think anybody.
No, but it
anybody's-
seems like it's a pretty big thing. I mean, in terms of
People talk
using
about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but apparently not as much as forecast.
But isn't it obvious?
Can AI build your football team?
It doesn't have the human touch, and that's obvious. When if you've got any wits about you, when you read an AI article, you should know.
Chuck,
You should
let
know.
me go to my favorite Arkansas Razorback AI.
Yeah, what do you have
page
today?
on Facebook
What's
here?
in the
Hang
fake
on.
news today?
Let me go here.
7:24.
I am
Time
amazed
for
at
some
how many
fake
of
news.
this stuff shared as though it might be real.
Thousands of people.
I know.
I get calls from
I do.
family members
I
in
do
other
too.
states.
I do too.
Did you see your quarterback's going to LSU? Who? Taylor Green? Yeah, he's going with Kiffin.
Yeah.
Dad, he's a senior. He has no eligibility left.
Oh, did you know that Sidney Moncrief has announced an $8 ticket day at Bud Walton Arena?
Sidney's buying everybody's tickets. He didn't know that, I'll bet, did he?
Opening the door for thousands of low-income families to experience Arkansas Razorbacks men's basketball live at the arena for the very first time.
Play the fight song.
This meaningful initiative has deeply moved fans, with many calling it the most generous gesture in the history of Arkansas Razorbacks men's basketball. Not only bringing
Super
college
Sid.
basketball closer to the community, but also reminding everyone that elite sports always have room for compassion and shared opportunity.
Wow.
Yes.
In light of the conversation this morning, how about
Yes,
that?
fresh on the heels of Chuck feeling bad for Razorback fans. Super Sid comes through with $8 tickets.
Somebody call him and tell him he's done that.
There is no mention of what game this is for, but
Or what gate to go in. Where to show up.
No who, what, when,
Hey, listen,
where,
man.
why.
Listen, people see that and they go
They
to the
believe
box
it.
office and they're like it says right here. Where are the $8 tickets? Super Sid, is he here?
64 people have liked this post. It has duped 64 people.
That's it?
Yeah,
That's a low number for what we usually see.
Yeah, I know.
Find another one. I want to hear one more.
It is amazing how the fake ones used to be all like negative. It was always the negative stuff that prompted the clicks. Now most of the fake ones about the Razorbacks are these benevolent actions that people have taken. It's like, man, isn't that great?
Yeah, there's enough bad news in
Yeah,
the world.
yeah. It's like let's fool them with some good news.
Exactly. It's actually brilliant. It's a wonderful
It actually
idea.
is, you know.
By the way,
clearly it works.
It's part of this Link U relationship that Arkansas has now. Another thing that I didn't get to earlier is that apparently they're going to have Victory Snacks, a brand partnered with the Link U that has created lines of snack foods for Houston and South Alabama. Proceeds from the snacks, specifically branded for each school and sometimes featuring specific athletes on packaging, go toward NIL at the school. And the athletes are paid to promote the brand. Hi, I'm Darius Acuff.
How about a chocolate bar?
Pick up my gummy worms next time you're at the game.
I've got one for you.
No, but I mean these are all things that are. Do you think this stuff's really going to work? Is my question. Like again, I think they're like everybody's trying to figure it out on the fly.
I think there will be some children who want that stuff, and the parents will be compelled to go buy it for them. But I don't think you're going to have. I don't think that's going to change the face of your program. No, I don't think that.
That's one of the things. It's an article in WholeHogSports.com today. There's a lot in there just about what this partnership with Link U that launched at the end of 2025 is setting out to do in conjunction with the University of Arkansas to, yes, raise money, but try to give you some goods in return. And not just
ROI. Is that the ROI they're talking
the
about?
The ROI.
Yeah.
Give you here, you pay this, and your return on that investment are some Cheez-Its, or whatever it might be. Or a Razorback vacation. I mean, seriously, Why don't we do like a Razorback cruise? Chuck can MC. He can be the cruise host, and you take some Razorbacks, past and present, and you go out in the wild on a cruise.
I've been
and then you could be the
no, not
you
me.
could be
They don't want me.
you could be the excursion director.
The activities director.
Yeah.
What are those
When we
little
get all-
shorts?
That's a role you would thrive
What are those
in.
shorts?
Yeah.
and
Chuck
white
Chuck will be
socks?
out there dressed as the whatever guy, the safari man.
Yeah.
He's standing out there.
With a safari outfit.
Yeah.
The hat.
Oh, man.
absolutely.
Chuck, if this doesn't work out, I don't know why I had this idea. Suddenly just came upon me. You should be a beekeeper. 7:29. Good morning.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, and complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ryan Silverfield has my attention.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Has my attention.
Okay.
Is this like the seal of approval?
Oh, look at that.
Well, I
Are
don't
we
know.
moving closer to the Bart seal of approval?
The man hasn't coached a game yet here.
Yeah.
But
he has your attention.
He has my
Okay.
attention for what he's doing in
Wow.
the transfer portal. You know, when
Y'all better put him in the Heisman.
sure.
Pay attention.
Look, when you see these initial transfer portal rankings, you expect them to change pretty rapidly over the course of the portal period as some of the big dogs in the sport, get after it and start signing players and everything. But when you look at what Arkansas has done in the portal, they've been hanging around the top 10 this entire time in terms of portal class rankings. 10th right now in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. 11th via On3. They're doing a great job in the portal, but what, at least it appears that way, right? We have no idea how these guys are going to play at Arkansas, right? But it appears that things are going well. Here's what caught my attention yesterday. Maryland transfer corner Lakai Rowland signed with Arkansas. Starter at Maryland, had a good year as the starter at Maryland. They're, you could say their best player in the defensive backfield. That alone is, eye-grabbing. And a starter from a Power 4 conference school. He visited Ohio State, right? And Ohio State fans were really pissed off that they didn't get this guy. And that he came to Arkansas.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know, Oaklawn in Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show. My biorhythms were like screaming over the weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt it the minute I walked into the casino Thursday night. I knew it was going to be well. I knew things were going to go well. I could feel it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, we've talked a lot about money, and we all got to manage our money. And First Security Bank can help you do it. They're the official bank of the Chuck and Bo Show. More convenient locations throughout our state. It's how you bank better, Chuck. First Security Bank. Whether it's a home loan, a checking account, a business account, maybe just a loan to get out of debt. Maybe you need it to go to the national championship game. FSBank.com. You can find them online, First Security Bank, member FDIC. All right, let's take Charlie's call, and then we'll see what else Bart wants to get into today. It's Bart's day. He's fasting.
Yeah.
He's got labs. What are you doing that? What
He's
time?
irritable.
9:30.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, we would have let you
this
skip.
coffee
You
is
could have
so
skipped.
good,
This cookie was really good, too.
That cookie.
Kara made some cookies.
Oh, they're great.
You want me to save this one for you? To take
I
two?
hate you guys.
No, listen. Stay with me here,
You can
pal.
eat it tomorrow.
Look, you can take it with you to your appointment. You can eat it right after.
I'll eat that one right now.
Yeah.
Edwards needs it.
That looks really good.
We got one left.
You want it?
No.
What if you just had it today and maybe just if you're hungry, let's just do it and you do the labs another day.
No, I've
the
made it
labs.
this far.
Why didn't you just go to the very first appointment?
Well, it was at like 7:30. It would be right now.
Be right now.
During-
Why didn't you go? Why
like-
It's during the show.
It's like when
man.
Chuck ate that bag of donuts.
Listen to that commitment.
Before his doctor appointment.
Yeah, that was an innocent mistake. I was hungry and forgot. Yeah, that was a.
We said, how did it go? You go, well. I showed up and they said, have you eaten anything? And he said, yeah, a bag of donuts.
No, it was not a bag of donut holes. It was a kolache.
No, it was donuts. It
Well,
was
maybe
donuts.
maybe it was both.
Bo brought
maybe it was
donuts
both.
in.
It was actually both.
Whatever.
It was those little chocolate.
I fudged and
Hostess
told him
donuts.
donuts. I didn't tell him about the kolache.
Breakfast
And
buffet.
No,
Flat-
you went and got a kolache on the way there.
Maybe that was
that
it.
was
Maybe
it.
that
you
was
ate
it.
donuts here, and
That's
then you
right.
got
That's
a
right.
kolache
That's
on
exactly
the road.
right. I just forgot.
Completely forgot. Charlie, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. What's happening?
Well, I'm listening to the comedy club right now. What are you talking about? Hey, Bart, here's what I got some advice for you. I know you're Bart and you're great and you're probably not going to take it.
You're Bart.
But the great Bart. Hey, Bo, Chuck, does he have like headphones over there? He can put you guys on mute for just a second while you are trying to mess with him about this cookie. Because like he's got let him. I work in healthcare. I know what he's going through right now. He's got to get to that appointment and have those labs done. No, what y'all doing that for?
We've all been there.
People do it every day.
Thank you,
He's
Charlie.
no
Thank you,
hero.
Charlie.
People do this every day.
Yeah.
Y'all right.
Yeah. But I mean,
And,
if it was me, I'd have been there at 7:30.
Me too. I'd be chowing down by now.
He's committed.
He
He's
is.
committed to this wonderful show, Bo.
Well, sometimes we think he should be committed, but that's a whole other.
He had
discussion.
thoughts. It's like, do I go schedule my appointment early or do I share my thoughts with everyone? And clearly, sharing his thoughts won out. Good for us.
Yeah, he wants to keep his platform.
Well, guys, I was listening to the Cal show last night. Chuck, I always wonder, being right there with Cal, what do you think it's like in a practice setting and you're around? Cal said he went back to when he was 40. What do you think that's like for a player? Do you think the players just kind of, oh my God, this guy's out? I mean, this guy is out of the. That guy right there probably was really intense, and I wondered if he would bring that version of himself out. I think after what happened Saturday, you kind of have to do that.
He's not a big yeller. He is, for example, like some coaches, big yellers. I mean, big yellers.
Yeah.
He's demonstrative.
He's very demonstrative, but I think there's more of this get on the line than there is necessarily.
Probably.
I'm going to chew you out. I mean, no, I think they went hard yesterday from what I understand, but and I'm sure he gets after him really good. But, Cal's got so much cachet, quite frankly, that he doesn't have to yell. When he speaks, I think they understand that he knows where he's, he knows what he's talking about.
Also, these guys know what's up.
Yeah, they do.
It's like they're all trying to be professionals. They're all trying to get to the next level, and that's the way. And he knows they know, and so it's not like you got to put the fear of God in them. You're trying to get them to understand this is what it takes.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir, absolutely. And every night, the kind of intensity you have to play with, that's what I was thinking the other day. They lost the game, but I'm not saying they lacked effort. There's a difference. I think they lacked the sort of physicality and intensity that you have to play with no matter what. And, you're battling human nature, right? You're 2-0, that team is 0-2, and that happens. And anyway, I just want to see how they respond. I think they will take care of business against South Carolina, but they better be. Georgia's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
You too, Charlie.
Yeah,
I
think
made
it's a
them
big
repeat
week.
to me, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach, for making me uncomfortable today because it's what you have to do to keep pushing me. Now, a couple of them they didn't want to admit it, but to get them to understand, if you think you're going to practice one way and play different in the game, again, I've done this a long time, you're delusional.
Delusional. Let's listen to the beginning of this again.
I made them repeat to me, thank you, Coach. They went, thank you, Coach.
Oh, he's an entertainer.
He is an entertainer.
He's an entertainer.
He is good.
I mean,
you're delusional.
Yeah, exactly. What are you thinking about, Bart?
All sorts of things.
Yeah, you kind of
I looked at Bart.
He's like this smile on
And
his
he's like
face,
the
staring
kid.
off into the.
He's like the kid staring at the cereal box
I
while
know.
they're eating the cereal. He's just
this
staring
look
at
of
it.
wonder.
It's the way you looked at that fan last night when they asked about the Pittsburgh Steelers.
See, Edwards, I don't know what he's talking about there. I think I was looking to the left at the TV because the guy was at a different angle. But
I couldn't see the.
It was
I
not
just
my
thought
most pleasant expression.
I just thought it was
I will
funny.
admit.
It looked like you were giving him.
Yeah, no,
real
he
death
asked
stare.
about the Steelers in the back, but the game was on to the left, and so I kind of cut my eyes to see what the score was.
This is a better expression of Chuck as a beekeeper.
Oh, we have it?
Yeah.
Do we have it?
Yeah.
Chuck raising money. Chuck has come
texted
up
it
with
to
his
you.
own bee farm
Yeah.
to raise money for athletics.
Bart was able to work that up just in a matter of moments.
Yeah.
What a computer whiz.
That's awesome. Can we post that? Can you send that to me?
I like that it. I like that it has a pseudo Razorback on the beekeeper suit.
Looks really
Can you
strange.
spit out an AI-generated story about how Chuck Barrett has raised millions
through raising bees?
Through being a beekeeper
Absolutely.
on the behalf of his beloved school? A
Absolutely.
childhood
Oh, my
fan
God.
turned play-by-play man. The voice of the Razorbacks takes bees into his own hands.
That's right.
To raise
Literally.
money. Millions of honey bees.
I have a bee farm now, and all the proceeds go to NIL.
Can you taste the honey? He's Chuck Barrett. Super Sid's doing $8 tickets. What will you do? Chuck's raising bees. Super Sid's got $8 tickets. What will you do for your beloved Razorbacks? Will you host a cruise?
Not tip at the drive-through, I'll tell you that.
He's not tipping at the
Hey,
drive-thru.
you should have asked the guy. When you went through to get your burger
Is
in
this
the
going
What if
drive-thru,
it
to the
had been an
Razorback?
NIL tip jar?
Yeah,
What
that's
if it
you
had said
yeah,
NIL?
That's what you should. Hey, man, if you want to get tips, like put NIL on the side.
You won't see any of that money, but it'll go to something people care about.
But no, that guy can put NIL on there, and it can be his own, his name, image, and likeness. He's right there in the drive-thru. He had a personal interaction with you. This is my NIL fund. Well, Chuck, the thing about it is,
I don't really like bees, but I'll.
would Weichert let you if I know you've bought and sold
You think
homes
that
with
would be
Weichert
fine?
before?
You think, hey, man, I'm gonna have a bee
you just
farm
say,
in the
hey,
back.
Brandon, I need a home where I can raise bees.
I don't really like bees.
Yeah. Turning houses into homes.
Or
since
like if you're selling
1978.
the home, like bee farm in the back.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
what a selling point that would
Right,
be. I have a
right.
bee farm. Operate a working bee farm.
Some places used to have a pool, or hey, this has a pool. This has a value. This guy right here,
Bee farm.
this guy. So this is right here where Chuck Barrett farmed his bees.
That's right. I do
And
know
bring
this
back
about
millions of dollars.
whether it's a bee farm or a pool. They can help you find it. I mean, seriously, if you want to farm bees,
Well, they've got
they
that
can-
one
they
place
do.
where all the concerts used to be held.
That's right. Hey, Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, whatever your situation, they can help. Whether you're buying, whether you're selling, whether you're downsizing, upsizing, got to move, or just ready for a new locale, they can help you get it done. They've been doing this since 1978. Location's a big part of it, obviously, and they know the area. When you go to sell your home, or particularly when you're going to buy a home, you want somebody that understands the area like the back of their hand. And they do this at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. They're in Northwest Arkansas, Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith. They've got a great office in Branson. And, man, there's some nice homes and property up in that area. You can check it all out at WeichertGriffin.com.
You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yingling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yingling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeichertGriffin.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks are back inside the Basketball Palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, now more than ever, it's important to partner with a well-trained real estate professional, someone who understands all the ins and outs of the game and makes sense of all the things we read about in the real estate market every day. That's why I've partnered with Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, from the very beginning. And that's why I recommend them to you. I remember the first time I bought a home. I didn't have any idea what was going on. They did, fortunately, and they guided me through the process. They listened, and perhaps that's the most important thing. You want someone on your side of the table who understands your needs and who listens. Now, they've got offices in Northwest Arkansas. They're in Fayetteville and Bentonville. They're in the River Valley as well, in Fort Smith. You hear us talking about their office in Branson. You're going to see their yellow signs all over town, and you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com. Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
When it comes to any kind of construction, you need to know and be able to depend on who you're dealing with. When it comes to your roof or a remodel, Teamwork Roofing and Construction builds everything using only the best materials, including Malarkey shingles that perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Your roof is more than just shingles. It protects your home, your business, and everything inside, residential or commercial, simple or complex. Teamwork Roofing and Construction has the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget, treating every job like it's their own. They do what they say, show up when they say they will, and when the job's done, it's like they were never there, except for a brand new roof or a remodel. And they now do cabinetry. Get the customer care and reliability you can count on. Visit teamworkbuilt.com. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's over there fact-checking. Kind of ruined.
Just ruined the whole day for me. Has everything I've said on this show been fact-checked?
This would not have happened. This would not have happened.
Have you gone home and fact-checked everything I've said?
No.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would just like to report some news here from the Next Round Live, the show in Birmingham that we talk to those guys every once in a while on our show. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, who declared for the NFL draft last week, has reportedly been offered upwards of $6.5 million to stay in college another year and transfer. The offers reported include Miami, $6.5 million, Tennessee, $4 million, Ole Miss, $4 million. And I read this, and I have a question for you guys. So after all the talk today about the money and all the things being done to try to figure out how to do it, if you could, would you go out and get the highest paid roster you could come up with to win in football? And if you did, would it change everything? Or would it change a little? Or would it change almost nothing? 1 year, $6.5 million quarterback, whatever $1 million running back, whatever $1 million pass rusher, whatever $1 million linebacker, whatever $1 million receiver, whatever it takes. You go put the best team on the field money can buy. Would it be worth it?
Well, if you're not the one paying for it.
But you're not paying for it. I mean, you're just raising the money. Like, I'm just asking if you just do whatever it takes. I'm not talking about coming out of your pocket. I'm saying you're running the deal. If you can do it and you can pull it off, what's the return on that? What do you get out of it? Do you get, does enrollment shoot way up? Does the economy take a big jump? Does it last? I'm not even talking about do you win the next year?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't last if you don't have the money again.
I'm talking about the hit you get off that 1 year. What I'm kind of driving at is,
if you have a great year, the money keeps coming.
What? Yeah. Why are people doing it? Like, have we stopped to ask that question? Because
they have too much money.
No. I'm saying, but well, in some cases, but I mean, there's people that have too much money here that aren't doing it.
Because there's been, for the last 15 years, zero proof of concept here.
What does that mean?
It means that like there's been no proof that Arkansas is any good at football on a sustainable
Forget
level.
that for a second.
Right, but that's
that's not my question. My question is, why do some people do it? Why is it more important to some people than it is to others? And by the way, I'm not saying the people that don't do it are wrong. I'm asking the question, like, is it worth it?
I don't know. People
like
care
somebody's offering, according to reports, Ty Simpson, a quarterback who wasn't good enough against Indiana, $6.5 million.
That's ego. That's all that is right there. They want to be able to say, I'm the guy that bought the quarterback, that brought him here, and all that. I don't know.
My question is, if you did have all the money and you spent all the money, what does it actually get you at the end of the day?
Nothing.
I don't know if that's true either. I don't know. Is there something like when Saban won all those championships at Alabama? I mean, it built the place, took it to the whole other level. Is that what would happen here? Not just at Arkansas, anywhere. If you spent that kind of money, it just makes me. I want to get to the why people are really doing this. Like, how's it that important? Richard Davenport will tell us what Arkansas has done in the transfer portal next.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Imagine every sip and bite feels like you're celebrating the finer things in life. Chef Shiloh and the bartenders at Tusker's Tavern in Fayetteville have just dropped new menu items celebrating a cocktail culture and culinary craftsmanship. Daily happy hour, 5 to 6:30. 20% off wine by the glass and $5 local draft beer. And for fun, they've created Unhappy Hour, Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 11 p.m. with the same specials. It's Tusker's Tavern at the corner of Mission and Crossover in Fayetteville.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas, and they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
So these 8 o'clock games, a little past my bedtime. So I'm laying in bed watching the Hogs, sleepy but paying attention. And then all of a sudden, they're showing the reporters on the sideline. And in the background, you see Chuck just grooving and vibing. And it reminded me of that popular meme that's going around, or GIF right now, of John Hamm on that Friends and Neighbors show. He's got his eyes closed. He might be on some substances and just grooving. And that was Chuck last night. That was Chuck to his feet.
Yeah. You were barely in some of the shot when they would show the broadcast team. So you were over just the shoulder of the play-by-play guy. There was a Diet Coke sitting there.
Yeah.
You had your headset on, and you were clearly about to come back from break, but you were just kind of grooving to the music that they were playing in the arena.
I was getting into rhythm.
You had your papers. You had your papers like you do, and just kind of tapping them on the desk.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling, dude.
Front row at George's, there was Chuck just bobbing and vibing. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, you know, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
Ben. Yeah, that would be true.
I do.
Then people realize.
We need to find that clip.
Yeah.
We need to find that clip and get it posted.
We got to go find. That's a good. Yes, we need to get that Chuck meme going. Absolutely, pull that off television, Edward. It was definitely in the second half. Chuck, you could tell he felt the game was in hand. It was
spirit.
People were wondering a little bit whether Arkansas would hold on. Chuck was at ease and grooving.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I picked up a bag of donuts, the little chocolate donuts. Chuck ate the whole thing.
That's not true. That is not true.
He ate the entire bag.
That's not true.
And then,
in one setting.
And then went to have his eye procedure done in the afternoon. And they were going to put him under. And they said, have you eaten in the last 24 hours? And he said, only a whole bag of donuts.
And then on top of that, I ate a kolache when I was at home.
The Chuck and Bo Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Yeah, that flashback. Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo
Yeah,
Show.
I'd forgotten all about that.
Bart's
You guys were
living.
good
Yeah.
enough to bring it up.
He's-
Bart's going through that today.
Yeah, he is. He's not eating.
I didn't hear it.
It's
I was
Chuck
on the
back
phone.
when he ate on the way to his class.
Donuts and kolaches.
Wolf down that kolache on the way to be put under.
He's like, I'm a human. I know when to eat, and that's what I do. You want me to remember that I'm having blood draw?
That's right. I didn't know. I'd forgotten.
Well,
Actually, I was going to be put under.
What gets lost in that is that
I
he was supposed to stop eating for a full 24 hours.
No. It's
That's
the
what
night.
was
no,
said. That was
no,
said in the story.
No, well, I mean, we did that for embellishment. That was Bo that said that. What I was actually supposed to do was not have anything after like 10 o'clock, nothing to eat or drink. And it just didn't work out.
Richard Davenport is the recruiting guy, AR recruiting guy. You can follow him on Twitter. You can read him in the Whole Hog Sports section of the Democrat Gazette, wholehogsports.com. He's with us today. And Richard, good morning. It's great to have you here.
Hey, Richard.
Morning, guys.
How's the portal safari going?
Well, last week it was pretty intense, no doubt about it. Right now we're in a dead period, which honestly I kind of forgot about the dead period coming up during the portal window, which kind of magnifies how quickly you have to get everything done. Obviously, a dead period just means you can't have any visitors to your campus, which obviously you want to try to do when you're hosting transfers, but they pretty much got about 34 guys basically in a week or just a little longer than that. And know they're trying to probably get another 5 to 7 more.
Help me understand this, Richard. It's the portal period's not done, but we're in a dead period.
Right.
Make that make sense, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Well, you always hear coaches and people saying we have to do something with the calendar, whether it be when you have the playoffs and the portal and the high school recruiting and all that. Well, during this time every year, they always have the American Football Coaches Association convention, and there's really no way to move that. So I'm sure with it being in the middle of the portal season, it was not as well attended as in the past, because you need all your people back home. So it doesn't make no sense. Make sense. I agree, but maybe they'll adjust and somehow have the convention some other time. But I mean, that's a good tool for up and coming coaches.
Yeah, it is.
So what happens in this period of the next 3 days? Arkansas has already started school. If they bring however many more guys in, can they get enrolled in school and be available for spring ball?
Yeah, Friday's the last day they can enroll in school.
Okay.
So if let's just say, some of the 5 to 7 guys may be a mixture of guys that have already been on campus previously, but just haven't made a decision yet. I mean, that's no problem. But if you're trying to get some guys that recently just entered the portal, you really have Thursday and Friday to get them on campus and seal the deal and get their butts in class.
Get their butts in class. Okay, what about this, Richard? Your thoughts? Just if you were summarizing this portal class, I don't know what your expectations were going in, but on the tracker here, it looks like they've got 35 guys. The latest was Jelani Watkins from LSU, who's also a track star, wide receiver. What's What's your read on how this went so far, or how it's gone?
Well, we can do this several ways, but you can compare this year's class to last year's class. The average the average transfer average rating for each prospect is 86.23, according to 247. That's this year. Last year's was 86.73. That last year's class finished number 16 in the country, according to the recruiting service. Right now, currently, they're number 20. I just put together some numbers just looking at the class. They have 14 top 50 transfers in this class. Last year, they had 13. They had 5 4-star transfers last year. Currently, they have 3.
Where are they in terms of numbers right now? Total numbers, guys that have committed or signed, guys they've retained. Are they up to 80 yet?
I think if they add 5 to 7 more, I think they're going to be at their limit.
I got you.
I think it'll be more than 80 though.
Right. Well, I mean, right now without those 5 to 7, maybe they're
right.
Yeah.
I honestly, Chuck, I haven't.
Well, but my point is they're close to. I mean, they're close to the limit right now. Yes.
They're supposed to be done.
Right.
They've filled the roster. Is what you're asking, really, right?
Yes,
like that's what's so crazy.
Yes.
Is because
they filled the roster.
The world we live in now is you've got to fill your roster, more than half of it, in a lot of cases, in the span of a couple of weeks, and so they've accomplished that. And, Richard, I appreciate the comparison and the numbers and all of that, but also, as you know, covering recruiting, stars and where somebody ranks in the class and all that doesn't necessarily tell you how they're going to perform. Do you have any thoughts or insights onto what they went after, and if you feel like they accomplished that in terms of needs and guys that fit?
As far as needs, I would say that they've accomplished most of the positions. One position I would say that maybe that they need to continue to address is safety. Christian Harrison from Cincinnati, who obviously signed, he's a safety. The other guys, for the most part, Ian Williams from Memphis, he's a safety too. But I think pretty much that that all those guys, the other DBs are corners. So I think they need to probably add another safety or two. And then on the defensive line, they have 3 defensive linemen: Hunter Osborne from Virginia, Carlin Jones from USC, and Jamonte Waller from Auburn. So I think they need to continue to add there. I think offensive line, they're pretty good. Probably want to add maybe one more. But I think the offensive line may be the strength of this class. And then, but they're done at quarterback and running back, and I think they may add another receiver, but I think they've done pretty good there.
RD, your thoughts on Silverfield, the coaching staff he's put together, and evaluating and Geiska Crowley, the GM. What have been your observations you might be able to share with us that you've picked up throughout this process?
Well, they've obviously signed some highly thought of transfers, and they signed some guys that maybe they see that haven't played that much at their previous school and think highly of them. Carlin Jones from USC is one that kind of sticks out. 6'2", about 310 pounds, defensive lineman. He was like a consensus 4-star prospect coming out of high school. Only played in 8 games this past season for the Trojans, but wasn't really highly productive. But obviously playing behind a lot of guys, so he hasn't seen the field as much as maybe he'd like. And he's a guy that you want to keep an eye on who could make a big difference. And then Jamonte Waller is another one, kind of an edge guy from Auburn who didn't play this past season, but Coach Roberts recruited him out of high school when he was at Auburn, so he kind of knows what he's capable of. So I think they've got some guys that they perceive as value that maybe other schools maybe maybe didn't look at them like that.
Did you have a way? I don't know if you have a way to know this, but did you see money playing a role here in a way that it wasn't able to play last year for Arkansas? I know they expanded their resources in terms of coaches and all that, but in this portal this year, did it feel like Arkansas had more money to spend, or do you have any insight on that? I don't know what you're privy to and what you're not. I know you talk to a lot of players and coaches and agents and those sorts of things as part of this process.
I would say, based on what I've heard, beyond what they just signed, that they're going to have more money. Is it drastically more? I'm not sure that that's the case, but maybe it is, and we're going to see that, in the next few signings or what have you. But I would say there's been an increase, but I wouldn't say it's overwhelming.
Well, the price of doing business has gone up too, if I'm not mistaken.
It has that.
A lot more shopping around, right?
Well, you wonder how far your dollar goes. Kind of like in real life every day. How far is my dollar going to go? You may have more dollars, but if the price of doing business is higher, you're right back where you were before.
No, it's a good point. What can you tell us about Hank Hendricks, Fayetteville High School junior quarterback, just finished his junior year?
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of obvious, or at least it sounds like that he's going to reclassify and enroll after graduation the spring semester. Nothing's been official, nothing's been announced, but that's what it appears that what's going to happen.
Is his dad still a part of the staff, support staff?
Yeah, he's still part of the staff. Yeah, he's a senior defensive analyst.
Okay. So, and that's why he moved here to begin with, right?
Yeah, Sam hired him, and then Ryan has retained him.
And he's a 4-star recruit as it stands now?
Yeah, he's one of the top 10, 15 quarterbacks in the 27 class.
Well, Richard, we can't thank you enough. You're always on top of it. You do great work. Appreciate you hopping on with us. If you want to follow Richard's work, you can do that at wholehogsports.com. Also, you can follow him on social media, AR Recruiting Guy. Is that right, AR Recruiting Guy?
You got it.
All right, my man.
Thank you, Richard.
Have a great day,
Bo.
brother.
Thanks,
Thank you.
sir.
You bet,
guys.
man. You bet. 8:15 on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, so it's that note. Those numbers on the defensive side. I mean, he was talking about safeties and defensive linemen. That's where are you personnel wise there in this league? I mean, boy, you need 6-8 guys up front there who can rotate in and out, and where you don't lose anything. And I'll be interested to see, if they have that.
They're trying to get the job done.
They are.
Richard Davenport's getting the job done. WT Equipment can help you get the job done. Every job has its challenges. Tough terrain, tight spaces, short timelines, whatever the obstacle, Bobcat is ready, and they've got Bobcats at WT Equipment. Find a location near you. They're locally owned and operated. A dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. Whether you're running a farm, managing a job site, taking care of your own land, WT Equipment has the tools to get it done. They got trusted brands, not only Bobcat, but New Holland, Hustler, Steel, just to name a few. Getting the job done, you can do it with WT Equipment. WTEquip.com online. It is National Shop for Travel Day. It's also National Sticker Day. Any of that appeal to you?
No, not really.
Too many days circled around shopping.
Sticker day.
Consumerism.
Put bumper stickers on your car?
I'm out on that one.
Are you guys just taking a break from consumerism, Edward?
I just don't.
At the Corin House?
Well, I don't know about the Corin House. There was Amazon packages in the mail, yesterday.
Yeah.
But me, maybe. I don't buy a lot of stuff.
It's just taking a...
I just think everybody buys too much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's ponder that. Let's think about that. I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes, and now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is proudly driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. We've been talking about them for a number of years. The truth is, they've been Northwest Arkansas's premier vehicle dealership for really as long as I can remember. There are lots of reasons for that. Starts with great brands: Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota. And then they've got the largest pre-owned selection that you're going to find anywhere. Trusted names. And they're all right here at the Fayetteville Auto Park. But what really separates them is what happens after the sale. You want to know your vehicle can be serviced by people you trust, right where you bought it. And that's exactly what you get at Fayetteville Auto Park. An award-winning service department and an award-winning collision center, all under one roof. It really is your one-stop automobile headquarters. They've been in business for 25 years. That's a long time. Built on trust, relationships, top-tier service. That's how you stay around as long as they have. The Fayetteville Auto Park. Drive with confidence.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yingling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yingling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
You're going to be there, right?
Maybe.
Well, I'm saving you a seat.
I'm giving it the big maybe.
The hard maybe.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I saw on Big Creek Country Club's social media page on Instagram, Bart, that Garrett helped somebody else win. Him and Larry shot. I'll leave their last names out for privacy reasons, but you can go to the Big Creek social media page and read all about it. But they shot 7 under, and I know Garrett probably shot 7 under on his own ball.
So,
he played with you that day that we played at Big Creek, and he shot 7 under on his own ball that day, while Bart was, efforting 90 or less. And it just made me think about the next time we're going to do this. Chuck was talking about it during the break.
Well, Bart's been doing research.
I've been building a database.
I mean,
as only Bart can do.
Sometimes I want to look at you and be like, get a life. And then I realize that you have one.
This
it's
is
just not
his
the
life.
one that
This
I
is
would
his life.
choose.
Yes.
But thank God for you, because if we didn't have you, well, no,
I love that.
no, like seriously, somebody's got to produce the show.
What have you discovered about golf in our state, Bart?
Well, apparently there are, by my count so far, there are 109 18-hole golf courses in the state of Arkansas. I've played surprisingly few of them, which means we have work to do for breaking.
Have you found one you can break 90 yet?
Nah,
90, 80?
Yeah.
85?
Yeah.
Do you have one circled?
Once I get into once we get into spring, I'm gonna.
You gonna target one?
I'm gonna get back into it.
Okay, all right.
Back into I played surprisingly little golf last year. The last 2 years, really. And so
well, you talk like you play every day.
Well, I'd love to.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality of the situation. So
you're the everyman. I mean, this is what makes it great. If you were out playing
has this
golf
show
every day,
gotten in the way of your golf game?
No.
Okay. No.
The everyman can't play golf every day, and they go out on the 1 or 2 days if they're lucky that they can play golf a week, and sometimes it's not even that often. We're not doing the Bart is trying to become a professional and Bart's this and Bart's that. It's can you go out, not have swung a club in a couple of days, not whatever, and just go out and break 90. Yeah. And it all started when we were in the throes of the U.S. Open.
That's right.
At Oakmont. And Chuck and I were looking at this golf course just pontificating about how difficult
Thinking out
it was.
loud. Thinking out loud.
We were just kind of like
observing.
Gosh, dang,
Observing.
That's
hard.
ridiculous. Like, what do you think you would shoot? Like, Chuck, if we went out there, what do you think? We were thinking like 150, because you can't, you can hit the ball great, and the ball's just rolling off the green, and every shot that's not right where you want to hit it, you're really penalized for it.
Penal.
To use there's a lot of penal.
Or as
out
you
there.
guys would say, it's penal. It's a penal course.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chuck. Now I'm with you. That day, I looked at you like
I know.
you had another ear on your forehead.
Did you say there's a lot of penal out there?
Yeah, a lot of penal out there.
Penal.
I think
It's
that's a
very
misuse of the
penal. It might be.
I don't think that works.
I don't know. Like this.
I don't think it's a
The
noun.
course is penal.
There
The
you
course
go.
is penal.
Yes, it's an adjective. It's not a
There's
noun.
not a lot of
you can't have
penal
a
out
volume of it.
Yeah, but if I didn't say it like that, there's no reaction. If you screw something up like I did right there, then there's something for you to react to. Look at this. This is perfect. It's very penal.
Good. That's fine. That's appropriate.
But there's
use.
not a lot of.
There's a lot of penal out
penal
there.
out there would not be in proper context. Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't think
You are penalized when you play the course.
that's fine.
Anyhow, we were just talking about how difficult the course was, and Bart's like, "Oh, I could break 100." Like, what do you think you shoot, Bart? Oh, I'd break 100
I'd
for
break
the members
100
team.
at Oakland or Oakmont. Sorry.
Yeah.
I might break 100 at Oakland.
He did
might.
that too.
Yeah, you might.
He did that too. By the way, Oakland, the live racing season's about to start again.
The new one.
Yeah. We had the holiday season that lasted through the 4th, and then getting towards the end of the month here, you're going to have the classic season begin, and then it'll go all the way through the Derby and into May.
It's going to be Kentucky Derby weekend before we know
We're going to be
it.
back down there doing the show soon. I always look forward to going to Oakland. If you haven't been to Oakland lately, you haven't been to it. The resort is phenomenal. The spa, the 4-star spa is incredible. Forbes 4-star. The restaurants are great. It is a resort like none other. We don't have a casino resort like that in Arkansas. Casino, you can be a part of that if you want to, or you can go have an entire experience without it. Then the racetrack and all that. And then, of course, if you're wagering right now, college football playoff, what's the game? What's the line on the game? With Indiana and Miami. Oakland Sports, download the app. New customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Oakland Sports, just look for the app.
Indiana is now a 9-point favorite.
All right, somebody asked me over the weekend. They said if I wanted to load up, and this person doesn't gamble a lot like this. They said if I want to
They're
load
just
up.
looking to make some money.
And like if I took Indiana to cover, like I'm just all in on, Indiana covering. Is that too many points?
Thoughts, Bart?
9's a lot of points. I think Indiana is just a wagon, man.
Say it. You think they're going to cover? Say it.
I think they're going to blow Miami off
There we
the
go.
field.
There we go.
I think they're going to blow them off
There
the
it
field.
is. There it is. Come on, give it to me. They're a wagon. They're going to blow them out. I think 9 points is a lot.
I think it's going to be a lousy
little
national
encouragement
championship
from
game.
Chuck, and it's a blowout.
I think it's going to be a lousy game to watch. Like, I don't think it's going to be a pleasant viewing experience.
Come on, preach it.
For normal fans.
Preach it.
Because
They wound
up dead. That's what's going to happen to Miami.
At home.
At home, yeah. Yeah, Michael Irvin's going to be
People
crying.
watching for $1 million suites.
Michael Irvin's going to be crashing out on the sideline. I mean,
just bleed.
yeah.
Michael
Bloodshed.
Michael Irvin has attached himself to this run like
He's
none
their
other.
mascot now. I mean, he's like, well, I'm
playmaker.
not gonna say what I think he's enjoying before games, but he's.
I think you said it.
He seems a little amped up.
Yeah,
doesn't
he seems a little amped up. Seems to be enjoying himself.
I think he said it.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody's got a pass, Bart. Maybe he left that behind.
Yeah, well.
Hey, you can catch Chuck and Bo on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Chuck got his vehicle.
I
He's
did,
got several
as a matter
vehicles
of
from
fact.
there.
Well, every single one I've owned since 1999, as a matter of fact. The entire fleet purchased at Fayetteville Auto Park. They have great brands, in all seriousness. You're not going to find a better selection of automobiles anywhere, and that's why it's where Northwest Arkansas shop for cars for as long as I can remember. Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota. Great pre-owned selection. Great pre-owned automobiles, certified pre-owned automobiles. And you know, when the sale's done, it's not over because, you know, you're going to need service along the way. Hopefully, you're not going to need anything like a collision center, but if you do, they've got an award-winning collision center. They've got an award-winning service department. They want to service your automobile after you buy it because that's what's going to keep you coming back, the way they treat you, the way they make you feel valuable. That's what they do at Fayetteville Auto Park, and they've been doing it for 25 years. So check out their selection. They've got a vast selection of automobiles, and you can see them all at FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
We got Chevy of Fayetteville in there. We got the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. I was just wondering, you know, it would be great when we build a new studio, which we will, because, you know, we got in here and we just need more room and people need to be able to come visit, you know, recruiting visits and stuff. They need to be able to come in here. What if we had a Silverado grill? You know, like you see at some places where you just have the front of a Silverado. And that's what Bart sits in every day in the Chevy of Fayetteville situation.
Like on the front of my desk or something.
Yeah. Dan Patrick's retiring soon. We plan to take over that slot on television. We really need to, you know, we need to have
work
this.
on our visuals.
We got to have some visuals in here. That would really be like you are. You're in the situation room, the Chevy of Fayetteville situation room. But if we could just get you in the seat, like the driver's seat, what would that do to you?
I'd be unleashed.
Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
Wow. Next. Chuck has a little bit of a bad habit of getting on Facebook and buying things.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Bo, and it seems like every day somebody else is asking me about the Sweatnum Edge. It's real. It's a new me. It can be a new you. It's completely changed my energy level and my exercise gains. My mind's clearer. I sleep better. Life's just more enjoyable. If you get drained in the afternoon, or maybe you just can't shake that weight, do what I did. Take the Sweatnum Edge. It's a free consultation. You get your results, and they'll give you a game plan. Just search the Sweatnum Edge or log on to SweatnumCosmetic.com.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ryan Silverfield has my attention.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Has my attention.
Okay.
Is this like the seal of approval?
Oh, look at that.
Well, I
Are
don't
we
know.
moving closer to the Bart seal of approval?
The man hasn't coached a game yet here.
Yeah.
But
he has your attention.
He has my attention for what he's doing in the transfer portal. You know, when
Y'all better put him in the Heisman.
Sure. Pay attention.
Look, when you see these initial transfer portal rankings, you expect them to change pretty rapidly over the course of the portal period as some of the big dogs in the sport, get after it and start signing players and everything. But when you look at what Arkansas has done in the portal, they've been hanging around the top 10 this entire time in terms of portal class rankings. 10th right now in the country, according to 24/7 Sports. 11th via On3. They're doing a great job in the portal, but what, at least it appears that way, right? We have no idea how these guys are going to play at Arkansas, right? But it appears that things are going well. Here's what caught my attention yesterday. Maryland transfer corner Lakai Rowland signed with Arkansas. Starter at Maryland, had a good year as the starter at Maryland. They're, you could say their best player in the defensive backfield. That alone is, eye-grabbing. And a starter from a Power 4 conference school. He visited Ohio State, right? And Ohio State fans were really pissed off that they didn't get this guy. And that he came to Arkansas.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals, all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com. The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you enjoy fake AI-generated stories and getting scammed on the internet, Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Right, so I don't know what else to do other than to go back over there.
Bart said he had more thoughts.
Chevy Fayetteville Silverado Situation Room. The official truck of the Chuck and Bo Show. Bart is sitting in the driver's seat.
He's got a lot of things to say.
What do you got, Bart? Bring it.
There's a lot of news, and we could go that direction, but I've also got some thoughts on just kind of college football.
I like hearing what you think. I like hearing what you think.
I've got some
Bart.
thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned it briefly toward the start of the show, Bo. Kansas State's coach, former coach now, Chris Kleiman, and kind of what he said in the aftermath of his decision to retire. I mean, he's 58, and he retired as a college football coach because basically he just didn't want to deal with the transfer portal and all of that. And
he was
everything,
done.
The
He was
NIL,
done.
everything.
He was tired of all
he
the
was sick
stuff,
of
all
it.
the transactions
So-
and the moving
right,
targets and the
right.
whatever.
How many times have we heard that in recent years?
Oh, a lot. But they're making so much money, they're going to keep doing it. Most of them.
Right, some are, but think about the great coaches that have been run off because of all of this. Because they didn't want to deal with this, because they shouldn't have to deal with this, because there's not a good system in place. Whether it's basketball or football, we have lost some truly great coaches in the sport and have not replaced them with other truly great coaches, I don't believe. And instead, we've got, Texas Tech, with all due respect to the season they had, their roster, their team, they hired a high school football coach.
Wow, he's pretty good though. I like Jordan.
Yeah, I don't have anything against the guy, but like we've lost great coaches and have not replaced them with great coaches. Like I watch college basketball games now, and I'm just like these teams are so poorly coached, poorly coached.
Yeah.
Because they're
Which
not.
teams are you
They're
talking
not.
about?
They're not John Calipari. They're not Mike Krzyzewski. They're not Roy Williams. They're not. They're not.
I think
Jay Wright. They're not.
Well, listen. I think that the game is different because you don't have guys in your system very long. You know, no matter even if those guys like those guys wouldn't be viewed the same way today as they were then. I mean, the way Nick Saban built those programs and how he coached there when Najee Harris was a freshman, he wasn't even playing. And he's however many years he's been in the NFL now and started his junior year in a way,
I understand that. But this is again a bad byproduct of a lack of a system.
We know that. we've talked about this. We know the system sucks. We know that it's broken.
There's no system.
Where
did it all go wrong?
Yeah. Well,
2015. 2015.
Which part of that? What do you mean?
When Judge Claudia Wilkin ruled in favor of Ed O'Bannon, which not saying that decision was right or wrong, that's whatever. In hindsight, it probably was the right decision. But the people in college athletics have had 11 years, and they knew it was coming before that, so longer than that, to figure this out and get it right. And they keep passing the buck. They keep passing the buck. They keep deciding and choosing to not figure it out and hope that somebody else, hope that Congress will intervene.
I don't think that's entirely true. I mean, I understand where you're going, but I don't know of any way for anybody to take control given the current makeup of college athletics. So it's not as if they're saying, I don't want to fix it. It's like Greg Sankey can't step up as an example and say, all right, here's what we're going to do, because nobody's going to listen to him because their interests don't align with his. And so what's good for
You're
power,
making my point for me.
What's
This is
good
great.
for Power 4 schools is not good for lower tier schools. With all of these things being connected, you can't change it. And so it becomes a matter of all of the presidents that make up all of the NCAA agreeing, and that's never going to happen because somebody's going to take a nosedive out of whatever happens.
Yeah.
And that's why somebody's got to come in and do like a hostile takeover, which is basically why they talk about the government.
Right. And that's the whole point. That's the problem, is that they've had 11 years to figure out a way to make this work, to put somebody in charge, to figure out, to build a system.
I think you should call all the presidents.
To build a system, and they have not done it.
Hey, Bart Pullman.
They have failed.
It's like that call I get from Steve Womack.
Their institutions.
Hey, it's Steve Womack. Sorry, I missed you. I need you to vote differently. I need you, Mr. President, Bart Pullman, I need you to take some responsibility and change all this.
I don't know what figure it out means. I've said the same thing, and I'm not dismissing what you're saying. I don't know what that means. I hear people say they got to figure it out. Well, what does that mean? Figure it out. I mean, it's a nice phrase, figure it out. But, I mean, what does that really mean? Well, I mean,
everybody's protecting their own interest, conference to conference.
I don't think it's going to be figured out the way a lot of people are using that. Like there's going to be a commissioner, an authority, someone that's going to run college football, a czar. That's not going to happen.
Figuring it out, Chuck, looks like stacks that have athletes on it.
The money dries up eventually.
It looks like it's going to include not only travel packages to game, but also to vacations. So Bart, I think you made a poor decision there. You should have gone with the news. Unless you have other thoughts on some other topic.
I don't think it was a poor decision.
All right, you made a great decision. What's another topic?
What
else do you have? What else is going through your head?
How about some news?
Give us the news, Bart.
Since you didn't like
slobber on myself
like that. How about the news?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's like it goes nowhere because we can't get anywhere with it.
It's not fixable. It's not fixable.
It's frustrating, but it's like unless we're just gonna, make
it is fixable, but what you have is a situation where rich people don't want to lose any money. Like they're out of their pocket.
It's as simple as that.
So that fixes it.
Well, no, I mean I'm being serious. That's part of the problem is you have athletic directors protecting themselves.
But here's the flip side to this. In all seriousness, why it's not going to be fixed. Because the game's never been more popular than it is right now. Look at the television numbers. Look at the number of people who are watching.
Money.
It's never, and that's right. That's right.
The money dries up at some point.
Well, it always
does.
But
it always does. These millionaires and billionaires donating money.
And if it does, always true.
And if it does, that's when it'll change.
You're delusional.
I see no signs that the money's drying up. I see no sign of that at all. Maybe fans' money, but the thing that drives the bus, that fuels the engine, the television money, that's not going anywhere.
Right, but the problem is if that money keeps growing, that keeps getting passed on to the fans too.
Here's the dirty little secret. The television money's so great that if you go, great. But the television money is so big right now, you can't live without that. And that's why they rule the roost. And it's why as we keep going, it's going to become more of a made-for-television event.
And it's going to cost you and you and you and everybody more and more money. It's just going to get more and more expensive on everybody until those stadiums aren't full anymore because nobody can afford to go to games.
So what are we going to do, Bart?
What's the solution?
Fix it.
How?
Cap it.
Who's going to do it?
You have to put a system in place if you're going to be like professional sports.
I'm not arguing that. I don't know how it happens. Like I explained a second ago.
Somebody's got to take control. Somebody has to take control of the situation.
I think it's you, Bart.
You or Tim Brando.
Well,
one of the two.
On brand.
I think I'll take it.
I don't know what happened to Edward.
What happened, Edward?
So that's what I'm concerned about now. By the way, you want to hit some news real quick?
Well, why don't we can go to break and then hit the news on the other
Okay,
side.
I do want to point out. I know this will be part of the news, but I'm just going to say it now. Darius Acuff won another
5 weeks in a row. He's
freshman
been the
of the year
freshman of the week.
5 straight weeks.
It's first time it's ever happened in the SEC. There have been others who've won it 5 times. Several. Many have played for Cal, but nobody had ever won it 5 weeks in a row until now.
Pretty incredible. Just keeps going.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yuengling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yuengling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hoggutters.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, now more than ever, it's important to partner with a well-trained real estate professional, someone who understands all the ins and outs of the game and makes sense of all the things we read about in the real estate market every day. That's why I've partnered with Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, from the very beginning. And that's why I recommend them to you. I remember the first time I bought a home. I didn't have any idea what was going on. They did, fortunately, and they guided me through the process. They listened, and perhaps that's the most important thing. You want someone on your side of the table who understands your needs and who listens. Now, they've got offices in Northwest Arkansas. They're in Fayetteville and Bentonville. They're in the River Valley as well, in Fort Smith. You hear us talking about their office in Branson. You're going to see their yellow signs all over town, and you can log on to WeichertGriffin.com. Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
When it comes to any kind of construction, you need to know and be able to depend on who you're dealing with. When it comes to your roof or a remodel, Teamwork Roofing and Construction builds everything using only the best materials, including Malarkey shingles that perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Your roof is more than just shingles. It protects your home, your business, and everything inside. Residential or commercial, simple or complex, Teamwork Roofing and Construction has the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget, treating every job like it's their own. They do what they say, show up when they say they will, and when the job's done, it's like they were never there, except for a brand new roof or a remodel. And they now do cabinetry. Get the customer care and reliability you can count on. Visit teamworkbuilt.com. That's teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Built on quality, powered by teamwork.
The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, with full replays available on YouTube and Twitter, or catch up on all 3 hours with a podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search The Chuck and Bo Show. I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm on the Victory Snacks website.
Oh, boy.
This is what
Victory Snacks.
Link U, who's partnered with Arkansas and other schools to help them, integrate NIL and, autographed items and, social media posts and, all kinds of things, including the travel packages. They've given an example of Victory Snacks, a brand that partnered with Link U and has created a line of snack foods for schools like Houston and Alabama. And I got on their website here. And
what exactly are
Quinn
Victory
Ewers,
Snacks?
Quinn Ewers QB1 jerky is the one. QB1 jerky, showing ham. They got barbecue.
I think it's supposed to say
nuts.
smoking ham. Smoking ham.
Smoking ham?
Yeah, the K looks like an H.
Yeah. Edward thinks this is AI generated. Houston, the Cougars, they got a cougar on there, butter toffee peanuts.
How much these going for? How much that set you back?
Hang on. We got to talk about the University of South Alabama Jay's Southern Sweets watermelon gummies.
Yeah.
With the tagline, "Put the South in your mouth."
Oh, God.
Says it on the package.
Put the South in your mouth. Oh. Do they realize how shameless they sound when they do that? Or do they care?
What a doozy. Oh, man. I don't even know, man. I'm sorry.
South in your
It's
mouth.
National Sticker Day.
We could get our own branded stuff. I click further. It says contact us to start your design. We could have Chuck and Bo Show
Candy?
Victory Snacks.
We could. Well,
We
people
could
do
serve
that.
it in the hallway.
Wow.
Influencers do that.
Chuck and Bo shows.
They do. Like you could
Victory
just say, "Hey, I
Snacks.
want to start. I want to start.
Caramels.
A hat company." And you just
You just do it.
yeah. Well, you go get the hat company. Like anybody package and do anything for you. They can find the candy. They can put your name on it. We could have
here-
Chuck and Bo candy.
Here are all the options. Oh wow, they could send us a vending machine too.
Now that's what we need.
Now,
here.
that would be big time.
That would be yes. We need a vending machine in here.
That would be huge.
That and a duck bowling lane.
50+ products.
Now, we don't want to be the only ones buying it. We got to get it out there to the public. So
They do beer too.
Really?
Yeah.
Chuck and Bo Show beer.
Flight by Yingling.
Yeah.
Walk-Ons is a great place to watch any game. You can have a Flight by Yingling there. It's 95 calories, but it tastes like a Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. Raise the bar, raise a glass today. What is today? Tuesday? The 13th? It's going to be nice today. Bart said we may never see another day like this.
I did not say
We don't
that.
know when the next
That's
day
false.
like this is coming. But it's going to be sunny and in the 60s today.
Get out and enjoy
And
it.
treat it like it's the last day you're ever going to have quite like this.
Ever.
Richard Davenport joined us earlier. You can catch it Chuck and Bo On Demand, which is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Imagine every sip and bite feels like you're celebrating the finer things in life. Chef Shiloh and the bartenders at Tusker's Tavern in Fayetteville have just dropped new menu items celebrating a cocktail culture and culinary craftsmanship. Daily happy hour, 5 to 6:30, 20% off wine by the glass and $5 local draft beer. And for fun, they've created Unhappy Hour, Monday through Wednesday from 9 to 11 p.m. with the same specials. It's Tusker's Tavern at the corner of Mission and Crossover in Fayetteville.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks are back inside the Basketball Palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
See, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks